Welcome back to DJ's Chronicles. Today I'm reading 3 little chronicles that I found inside the strange old man's house in Draynor Village on RuneScape 3. The first book is called Book on Chickens. The origins of the bird of evil. Many are the rumors and tales surrounding this foul beast. The earliest of these tales seems to date back to the time of Mahabharata. It is a story about a mad mage who attempts to summon a demon and bind it to his will. Unfortunately, his spell failed, and all that appeared was one confused chicken. In a fit of anger at his failure, the mage banished the chicken to the abyss. The chicken, however, appears to have survived and grown in power. Years later, when the mage cast another spell of summoning, the chicken appeared. The story does not tell of what became of the mage. Another popular tale tells of a chicken of higher than average mental ability, realizing that it and its kind were prisoners in their own coops. He organized a rebellion against the human farmers. The farmers, of course, simply slaughtered the rebellious chickens. However, the evil chicken escaped, blaming its brethren for the coup's failure. It swore revenge on all chickens and all humans. The chicken can strike anybody, anywhere. It is said that a coven worships this fell fowl, and have even built a shrine to it. The exact location of this shrine is unknown, but is rumored to be in the fairy worlds. Further rumor suggests that his lair is guarded by some fearsome beasts, but it may be reached by making a tasty offering, whatever that may be. Next is Strange Book. It's divided in 4 sections. Perception and reality, which leads us to the new definition of knowledge as a belief that is both reliably generated and true. Our senses tell us about the world, but to what extent are they reliable? Our witness may perceive the weather to be hot, but another witness may consider it to be quite cold. Perception of color may be similarly affected, as the reader may demonstrate by staring at a piece of brightly colored paper. When the paper is removed, the reader may find that everything else appears to be a slightly different color from normal. We may conclude from this that, although we are sensing some intrinsic property of the object under examination, qualities such as color and temperature are not intrinsic. Henceforth, we recommend that the reader consider them to be a secondary qualities. The quality of caloric within the object that gives it this perceived temperature truly is intrinsic to the object. So, this may be considered a primary quality. In the following chapter, we will examine the implications of this distinction from the study of natural philosophy. Certainty and assumption. In this chapter, we aim to examine the extent to which our senses give us a reliable impression of the world in which we live. Although we may believe that we are seeing and hearing things that exist, we may be deceived by our senses, as every keen drinker will have experienced. But if our senses may be deceived, what can we trust? We may perhaps try to rely only on logical deductions and mathematical principles. Yet, it is even possible that some fiends may have confused our minds to the extent that we are making false deductions without being aware of this. We, therefore, present the following statement as the only piece of knowledge about which we cannot possibly be deceived. I exist. Although all information gained through use of our senses and minds may be distorted, no self-aware being can be led to believe that it does not exist. It may be the man or it may not be the man or woman it believes itself to be, but it can never question its own existence in some form. In the following chapter, we will discuss ways in which one may attempt to demonstrate the existence of a world outside of one's own consciousness. Graphical solution of mathematical problems. A simple graph containing an x-axis and a y-axis may be used to represent equations similar to the following. X plus 3 times y equals 5. For every x and y that satisfy the equation, such as x equals 2, y equals 1, or x equals 5, y equals 0. For the above example, the points x and y may be plotted on the graph, and it will be found that they form a line. If a second equation of this form is plotted on the same graph, the two lines may cross at some point. Any point where the two lines cross will be given by some x and y that fits both equations. Readers are invited to create two such equations and try it for themselves. Readers' comments. Better now. Walls look decent, nice and elegant. Those new lanterns were a rip-off. Blasted dwarf craftsmen. Still, not a problem for me. Even got my old Sardaman armor gilded. Beautiful gold edges on it now. No one else is going to have armor like that. That'll make them think, ha ha ha. Lick of gold leaf here and there. Even my globe looks smarter now. Maybe that bath screen was a bit much. No, I saw it. I wanted it. It's mine. Vidi valui mihi est. Still don't know what that thing is, but it looks nice on my desk. Probably some kind of transport. must run off hot air or dragon flatulence. Running a bit short of runes now, those wizards over to the south always seem to have plenty. But will they spare me some? Bah! Not a chance, poxy mage scum. Perhaps another little expedition is needed. They all look pretty weedy over there. The Myth of the Elder Dragons, from a book called Book of Folklore. Although the Elder Dragons are generally considered to be a myth, stories tell of an ancient race that dwelt on Gielinor before any other. In some arcane way, their life force was linked to the life of the world itself. It is written that, as long as the Elder Dragons continue to live, the world shall not end. However, skeptics claim that the myth of the Elder Dragons was invented to cast doubt on claims that this realm was lifeless until the gods first arrived. Alright, that's the end of the Strange RuneScape video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I might come back with an old school RuneScape eventually, but that's what I got for today. Please like and subscribe and stuff. It was fun.